Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry.
This is Bless the Ball, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Bless the Ball, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Bless the Ball is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant.
Bless the Ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Bless the Ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Bless the Ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play.
Bless the Ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Bless the Ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Bless the Ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvel Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it, and my name is Strategic.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing? This is Coach Carvel Bailey, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Lunch and Learn. Another episode of Lunch and Learn. So today, what I want to talk about, right, as we head into the Thanksgiving break, the Thanksgiving holiday, a lot of basketball is being played, particularly on the high school level, right? Lots of basketball is being played on the high school level. So what I want to So what I want to speak to today, right? Work never stops. Work never stops. On your lunch, right? On my lunch or not. And so understand that I come on my lunchtime, right? I give up my lunch. This is lunch, right? Right now. I give up my lunch to speak to you at least twice a week, right? Tuesdays and Fridays, we're here. Consistently, we're here Tuesdays and Fridays at lunchtime. I'm forfeiting my lunch to speak to you, to feed you and your athlete, to pour into you and your athlete. So again, my name is Coach Carvel Bailey. I want to say welcome to the show. Let me know what city and state that you're checking in from, right? Who's spending lunch with me? Who's spending lunch with me? And so what city and state? So what I want to talk about today is, right, why winning is hard. As basketball season kicks off and as basketball season starts, right, TV has messed it up. TV has messed it up. Social media has messed it up because TV, we only see clips. ESPN, we see highlights. Social media, we see highlights. And people think that winning and being successful is easy, or some may say it's simple, but it's hard. Make no mistake about it, it's hard. If your athlete wants to get recruited and get themselves a college scholarship, right? Less than 5%, well, actually less than 7%. Less than 7% of men in high school, young men in high school, play on the college level. Less than 7%. Less than 1% plays Division I. So it's hard. It's hard to get that scholarship. Don't let social media fool you. Don't let it fool you thinking that, hey, everybody is going to get these scholarships. Don't let these, right, circuits fool you to think as long as my kid is playing on the circuit, then they'll get a scholarship or they'll get recruited. It's hard. It's hard as hell winning. It's hard as hell being successful. But once you understand what it takes, then it becomes simple. So when I get on here and speak, a lot of times I'm speaking from the simplistic part because I understand what it takes. But a lot of people don't necessarily understand what it takes. And so they think that it's easy. Easy and simple are two totally different things. But let me get to my point, right? The reason why success is hard, reason why winning is hard is because it requires you to do the same things over and over and over and over and over again. Those successful people, business, life, athletics, they're doing the same things over and over again. Ray Allen spoke to how he would get to the gym about 5 hours before the game because he went through a routine, the same things over and over again. LeBron James has spent over $1 million on his body, but when he works out, he's doing those same things over and over again. That develops mastery. That develops mastery. Repetition develops mastery. And so doing the same things over and over again, sometimes it can become boring. Well, here's why trainers totally mess up the game of basketball, right? Here's why some AAU, some club totally mess up the game of basketball, because they don't want to, and I'm speaking of those adults, they don't want to continue doing the same things over and over again. They want to do the thing that looks sexy. They want to do the things that they saw somebody else do, and now they want to bring it to their particular brand, believing that it's going to enhance their brand because now they've added something that looks sexy. But what they fail to understand, the trainers, the coaches, the clubs, the AAU teams, they fail to understand that throws off the routine. Now, because it throws off the routine, now players are totally confused in the mind. They haven't perfected a right-hand layup or a left-hand layup. They haven't perfected an opposite hand layup, but we're trying to do step backs and euros and zero steps and all those things that may be okay in the NBA, which is entertainment. Let's not get it confused. The NBA is entertainment. But what happens a lot of times is, right, people think that success is easy when it's really hard because it's repetition, right? And it's just doing the same things over and over again for a long period of time until you master it. But these are some of the things that success is built on, that championship teams are built on. If you want your athlete to really be successful in this game of basketball, get them to understand this. There are going to be a lot of boring moments, but they have to keep their goal number one. Whatever it is that you do, if your kid rap, if your kid want to be an auto mechanic, if your kid wants to be president, if your kid wants to, right, be a NASA astronaut, there's still things they have to do every day that leads them up to that. And most athletes aren't doing the same things every day because they want to do something sexy, because it's going to make them look important. But I'm gonna give y'all 5 quick things, right? Five things why winning is hard, but it can be easy. Your athletes' goals have to be in alignment with their work ethic. I'm gonna say that again. Your athletes' goals have to be in alignment with their work ethic. Most athletes' goals aren't in alignment with their work ethic. So let me put it like this, right? You ever heard a coach say, hey, you made $1 million move and that was a 1-cent shot, right? It's not in alignment. It's not in alignment. And you can tell if it's not in alignment by their actions, their words and their actions. Don't believe their words, believe their actions. So what is your athlete doing to make sure that their actions are in alignment with what they say? That's the first thing. The second thing is, do they really have a connection to what it is that they're doing? Or are they constantly searching for that connection? You know, when you plug something into a socket, right, and you get that connection, right? You feel that connection when you get around certain people, when you're involved in certain things, when you're at certain places, you feel a connection. Well, if your athlete doesn't have a connection either to their team, to their coach, and more so to the game of basketball and to their goals, if they don't have a connection to those 4 things, it's going to be hard for them to reach their goals and be successful. Your phone, if it's not charged up, right? If you don't, right? You ever with the bars low and you can't get a connection. And you're like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Right? Does anybody remember those old commercials? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? That's because there's not a connection. Is your athlete, do they have a connection to their goals? Do they have a connection to what it is that they're looking to do with this game of basketball? So the first thing is alignment. Is their work ethic matching their lip service? Second thing is connection. Do they have a connection? A lot of athletes suffer with confidence issues because they aren't comfortable, because they don't feel a connection. Does that make sense? Right? The third thing is discipline. It's hard to do the same thing every day if you don't have no discipline. It's even harder. It's hard to do different things every day, but it's harder to do the same thing every day. That requires discipline. Is your athlete disciplined enough to be successful? Like, just, believe it or not, there are a lot of great players. There have been a lot of great players in this game of basketball, but not a lot of players are disciplined. So it leaves them on the outside. So is your athlete disciplined? All right. The fourth thing is desire. What desire do they have? Do they have a strong desire to be successful? See, most people say they want something, but they don't have a desire to go get it. That's why everything is not in alignment. That's why they're not disciplined. That's why they don't feel a connection, because there's no discipline. And that throws everything off. And then the fifth and final thing is everything congruent, right? Just like in alignment, and that's congruency and alignment, right, are kind of synonymous, right? But are their goals congruent with everything going on around them? See, because I can have a desire to want to go play college, but I also want to go party. So it's not congruent. It's not in alignment. And more so with congruency, is your athlete's coach, is your athlete's trainer, are they on the same page as you and your athlete? Matter of fact, are you and your athlete congruent, right? Is your mind and your athlete's mind in alignment and congruent? But you definitely want to make sure that their trainer knows what the goal is. You definitely want to make sure that their strength coach knows what the goal is. You definitely want to make sure that their basketball coach knows what the goal is. The same way with me, right? Mental performance coach, right? I understand, right? And don't get it twisted, mental performance coach, but you have to be mentally able to perform before you can physically perform. And as a mental performance coach, guess what? I'm in alignment with my athletes, because I have to find out what their goals are. And then now we can work on the discipline. Now we can work on the consistency. Now we can work on the connection. Now we can work on discipline and congruency and all of that. But I have to ask questions. So your athlete's coach, trainer, all those things, they should know what the goals are. And hopefully some will tell you if you're far off or if you're close. So just understand, right? Winning is hard. Winning is hard. And it pains me a lot of times going to watch basketball games, sitting at basketball games, and athletes really, when they find out it's hard, they quit. And it's unfortunate because they quit in the games. They quit during their workouts. They quit in practice. And they may not take off their jersey quit, but they quit based on their work ethic and their production and how hard they're going. Winning is hard, but nobody wants to be consistent and do the same things over and over again. That's where the game has gotten messed up. That's why I give up my lunch period to come and offer these things for you all. And then I offer, right, for anyone that wants to get deeper into this and get more time with me, to then schedule a discovery call with us. And let's really discover on this discovery call, let's really discover what's really going on with your athlete. And then from there, let's see how and if we can help your athlete. But enough of that, right? I hope that that helped. And as the holidays approach, right? Because I understand winning is hard, I've given the shortcut to winning. I've given the shortcut to winning. In 29 years of doing this, almost 30 years now of doing, as my son said, 5 3/4, right? 29 and a half years of coaching basketball and working with the youth. I have the cheat code. I have the shortcuts. And I put them in books. I put them in courses. And then I put them in conversations like this. But because we're expanding our program, right, we are cleaning out the vault. We're cleaning out the vault, right? Old things, we're cleaning out the vault. And we're offering them to you, right? You can take advantage of what we're offering with our holiday sales, right? And I put it right here for you, right? I've put it here to where you can actually go and take advantage, right? Where you can actually go and take advantage of our holiday specials, all right? Just until Tuesday. But now is the time in which you can go take advantage, right? Based on your athlete's need, what they need. Do they just need to read something, get a book? Do they need a starter course? Or do they need the full in-depth program? And those are there for you to take advantage of. All right. So with that said, my athletes, my students about to come back in, and I got a little work to do. I got some papers to grade so that I can enjoy my vacation as well. All right. But it's hard. Stop thinking it's easy. Stop taking the easy way out. It's okay to take a shortcut. Don't take the easy way out. Because you have to go through some of those bumps and bruises to understand what's going on. And I've dealt with all those bumps and bruises, right? So I'm going to give you the shortcut where you don't continue to bump your head. But it's not going to be easy. All right? If it was easy, everybody would do it. So with that being said, y'all go check it out. Go check out those specials and make sure that you take advantage of it before your athlete suffers and it's too late. All right?